This video is sponsored by my quest for more creative knowledge. Hey guys, hey creative minds, hey soul lovers, welcome to this channel. And yes girl, I've always wanted to own a tote bag. From the period of my home economic days, I've always been interested in creating bags. And yeah, now that I have the opportunity and the platform to search and watch easy tutorials on how to make bags, I watched a bunch of them and I realized on one of my research days that making a tote bag is actually really easy. It is beginner friendly, and on this particular video I'll be sharing the steps I followed in creating this bag. And yes girl, you can do this. So the experience is going to be wonderful and successful because you are going to be creating this for yourself after this video. So subscribe if you're new, and please do not forget to give this particular video a thumbs up. If you find it very interesting and very detailed, give it a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and start creating this tote bag. The first step I'll be taking is cutting out the fabric for the handle. The length is 33 inches and the width is 4 inches. So here is my Ankara fabric, and I'm using Ankara for this bag, and that is already obvious. And I'll be showing you guys the width. The width is 4 inches, and how long this fabric is 33 inches. Now this fabric is going to be for the handle, and you are supposed to make 2 of this. So here is how long my fabric is, 33 inches. Now the first thing we're going to do is fold this side by 1 inch. So you fold in this side by 1 inch. Use your pressing iron to hold this down. I'll move over to the other side and fold this in by 1 inch. So we just folded two sides or the two edges by 1 inch, making it 2 inches. Now to get a clean work, you need to iron this down so it lays flat. And once we're done folding the sides by 1 inch, what I'll be doing next is fold this into 2 equal parts like this, and then I'll use my pressing iron to hold this down also. So I really need this to lay flat, and I need the 2 sides to be equal after folding. So this is what I have, and I'm just going to sew 2 stitches on this fabric. Let's go over to the sewing machine. So right now I'm sewing in 1 stitch, holding down the 2 folded edges. And once I was done, I'll go ahead and sew another stitch on the other side. So as you can see, this is what I have, and this is the result. So soul lovers, make sure you have 2 of this because these are going to be used for the handles. Step 2 is for us to cut out the fabric. The width 17 inches and how long this should be is 34 inches. Now this is the fabric I have here, and I'm just going to show you guys the width. The width of my fabric, 17 inches. And how long this fabric is 34 inches. Now the first step I'll be doing on this fabric is I'll go ahead and fold the edges in by ½ inch. I'll also use my pressing iron to hold this down so it lays flat. I'll move over to the other side of the edge and I'll fold this in by ½ inch. What I'm doing is repeating what I did on the first edge on this part. Now the next thing for me to do is fold this in again by 1 inch. So after folding by ½ inch, I'll go ahead and fold by 1 inch again. and also use my pressing iron to hold this down so it lays flat. I'll fold this side in by 1 inch, repeating the same thing I did on the other side. And if your fabric is proving very stubborn to lay flat, you can use your pins to hold them down. Step 3 is for me to cut out the lining, width 17 inches and the length 31 inches. Now this is the lining I'm using, and right now I don't know the name of this lining, but it's actually soft and really transparent. So I'll be showing you guys the length. How long this lining is 31 inches. And the width for this lining is 17 inches, just as I have on the main fabric. So what I will do is I'll place this lining in between the folded part of my fabric. So where we folded in 1 inch, we're just going to place the lining in between the fabric and then fold it back just the way it was. Step 4 is for us to attach the handle we created on step 1. So before I place my handle on the fabric, from the edges of the fabric, I'll mark in 5 inches. So from this part of the edge, I'll go in by 5 inches and I'll indicate with a point. I'm just going to switch to a white chalk so you can see this. Now this is the fabric for the handle we created, and I'm just going to place this in between the lining and the main fabric, and then I'll fold this in twice. As you can see what I'm doing, I just placed this in between the lining and the fabric and I folded this twice. We're going to repeat this step so you see. Now I'm just going to move over to this side of the edge and I'll mark 5 inches in. Make sure your point is visible, and I'm just going to go ahead and place the handle just as I did on the first point. I'll place this after the 5 inches, and I'm just going to place this in between the lining and the folded part of my fabric. So this goes in and then bends out like this. So it goes in like this under the fabric, and then I'll fold it out like this and pin this, and that is what we're going to be repeating on the other side of this fabric. So repeat the same step we did here on this side. And pin this in. Now creative minds, let's go to the sewing machine and sew this together. So creative minds, right now I have the lining and the handle tucked in the main fabric, and I'm just going to sew a stitch like this to hold the handle and the lining and the fabric all together. And I'm just going to make a straight stitch from one point to the other side of the fabric. That I'm moving from one edge to the other end. And after sewing in one stitch, I'll go ahead and make a second stitch to make sure that my handle sits properly and firm. So I'm making another stitch on top here. And this second stitch is just going to ensure that my handle sits properly and firm on this fabric. So what I just did here, I'll repeat on the other side of my fabric. I'll sew the other handle just the same way I sewed this in, and this is what you should have, very clean and very detailed. Step 5 is for me to fold the fabric into two and sew on the right side. Now this is it. I'm just going to fold this into two equal parts, and I'll be making the first stitch on the right side of the fabric. Now this is the right side of my Ankara, and I folded this fabric into two equal parts, and I'm sewing by 1/2 inch on the right side of the fabric. And if you look closely, if you look very well, you can see that the bag is coming into form. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim out the excess here, and then I'll repeat the same thing on the other side of the bag. I'm just going to sew on the right side to hold the sides together, and I'm sewing by 1/2 inch. And make sure you're making the stitch on the right side of your fabric. Step 6 is for me to flip to the lining side and sew by 1/2 inch. Now I'm just going to flip this to the lining side, and I'll be making the same stitch, the same straight stitch I just made on the right side. I'll repeat the same straight stitch on the wrong side, which is the lining side. So before I start doing that, before I start making the stitch on the lining side, I'm just going to go ahead and iron this out so I get a flat and sharp edge on the lining. And please remember to trim the excess on the right side so you have little or no fabrics showing. So when you sew on the wrong side, which is the lining side, it covers the sew you have on the right side. So now I have flat edges. I can sew on the lining side, and I'm just going to sew by 1/2 inch. So this is just going to make the tote bag look clean and a little bit professional. So these are for those people that don't have a serger, you don't have a weaving machine to weave the edges of your bag. You can just go ahead and follow this process to have a clean right side. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip this to the right side, and you guys are going to see how clean this looks. So you guys, creative minds, you can decide to leave your bag like this. You can stop here, but then I have an optional step for you to take if you want to have a square bottom. So this tote bag is good to go like this. You can decide to use your tote bag like this if you don't want it to have a square bottom. This is good. This looks good. You can use this bag to carry a lot of items because it is wide, it is big, and it can take a lot of items. So for the next optional stage, we are going to be creating a square bottom shape, and this stage is actually optional. So yeah. Now to create the square bottom shape, what I'll do here on the base of my bag, I'm just going to mark 2 inches upwards. On the bottom of the bag, I'm marking 2 inches upwards on the sides, and then I'll mark 2 inches inwards. I'll go ahead and connect both points together so I have a square shape. And I'll repeat the same step I did on this side, on the other side of the bag. I'll go ahead and mark 2 inches upwards. And I'll also mark 2 inches inwards. I'll connect both points together to get a square shape. And the next thing for me to do is cut out my square shape. So I'll be cutting out this side and also the other side. And once I am done cutting, I'll be showing you guys how I'll be closing up these bottoms. And this is just going to create the square shape we need on the bottom of our tote bag. So once you have this shape indicated on your bottoms, this is what you do. You open this up like this, and then we're going to be sewing this in like this 1/4 inch. And we're going to be making the 4 stitches on the right side, just as we did from the beginning of creating this bag. We did all the sewing on the right side, and then we went to the wrong side, which is the lining side, to sew this so we can have a clean edge or clean finish. So that's what we're doing right now, just sewing 1/4 inch on the right side. This part in just the same way. You can see how I am just folding this into 2 like this to get my square shape on the bottom. So if you need to pause or watch this video in slow motion, please go ahead and do that so you understand the step. Now what I'll just do right now is trim out the rough edges, because I need to sew this in from the lining side and I don't need these edges to show. I'll go ahead and flip this to the lining side, which is the wrong side, and then I'll make the same stitch I just made now. I'll make the same stitch now on the lining side, and this is just going to enable the wrong side looks clean and also the right side look clean. I hope you guys get the gist. So I'll be sewing this in also by 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch, and make sure you back stitch while you sew. When you get to the end, make sure you back stitch. And you guys, that is it for the video. I am done. My bag is ready, and these are the very easy steps I took to create this tote bag. And yeah, creative mind, you can do whatever you want to do. Just make research and follow your process. Trust me, you are going to be creating beautiful bags if you follow the step properly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe. You will love it on this channel. I have beautiful and easy tutorials for you to follow and create for yourself. More videos to come up on different things that I want to create, that I feel interested in, and I'll be sharing all the process with you guys. I love you guys so much. Keep being creative, keep being amazing, and I'll be seeing you all on my next video. Bye for now.